Welcome back. Today we're taking a look at something new from Innokin. These are the Go Max multi-use disposable tanks. Alright, so these are disposable. They are, you just use them until the taste is gone in the tank and then you toss it. Let's go down, look at it up close so you can see what it's like, and then I'll tell you what it's been like vaping on this thing and what I think about disposable tanks. Alright, so today we're taking a look at the new Innokin Go Max multi-use disposable tanks. Let's zoom in a little bit, show what it looks like on here. It registers at 0.2, a little better that way, a 0.2 ohm coil. This is a single-use, or I shouldn't say multi-use, but disposable tank. So let's go ahead and open up a new one here. The idea behind this is for somebody, well, for anybody, but it is a single-use tank, and single-use, bad wording, I keep saying that, but it's a multi-use. It's a disposable tank, though. The idea is you use it until the coil is pretty much done, the cotton's done, doesn't taste too good anymore, and then you toss it. They're saying the materials they use are, as environmentally friendly, I guess, as they can make it. If I have more information on that, I will put it on the description, the details at the end of the up-close look. But basically, it is a slide-to-fill tank. All right, got a little protection there, so when you poke your tip or your dripper through there to fill, that does break. You can see there's a little line on there. Slides back over. It's not hard. It goes pretty good, but you can feel, that it is plasticky because, again, it is made to be disposable. You do have airflow on the bottom here. Let's go ahead and turn that. You have the same on two sides, 1, 2. For the airflow controls. And the whole idea is you fill it up, you use it. When you're done, after the taste is no good anymore and the coil's getting too old, you toss it. I know that's controversial for some people, but there is a need for this. There's people who, maybe they have problems with their hands. You can have a multitude of problems. I know someone who has Parkinson's, and their hands shake, and it's very difficult for them to even just replace a coil. With this, you wouldn't have to do that, and yet you can still vape. It's not going to have a very high protruding pin. It's definitely made for a regulated device. Feels nice, comes in a few different colors. We know we have the smoked color there, blue, there's pink, there's green. And it just says Go Max on one side, no other branding on the side or anywhere on the device, but it is an Innokin device. You do have a little branding on the bottom, but obviously you're not going to see that. So the only thing you'll see on the side is Go Max. So it does look pretty good. Does fit on things, fine, most devices. You'll have all the specs in a moment in terms of the size, but the most important thing is how it vapes. So let's go back up and talk about that. All right, so let's address disposable tanks. There's a purpose for it. I know a lot of people don't like anything that is going to just get thrown in a landfill. I understand that, but we do that with coffee cups. We do that with things all day long. We do even everything. There's just tons of stuff, especially in the United States. We're the kind of culture that you use something and dispose of it. But there is a purpose to this. It's nice, to have once in a while as a backup. You're on the road and something happens, you can just pop this onto your atomizer, pop in juice, and you can go. It's not the kind of thing like you're going to use it for an hour and throw it out. You can keep refilling and refilling this. Think of it as changing your coil. You throw out your coils, which have metal on it and cotton and for the mesh and everything about it. So you do throw out the coils. All right, this does have some kind of plastic or PVC. You are throwing out the whole thing, but again, you can use the whole thing for a week, throw it out. And like I said in the up close, there are people, whether you have problems with your hands, or maybe you're elderly, maybe you have, something like Parkinson's, where even opening up a tank, pulling out, unscrewing a coil and putting in a new coil is difficult. For people like that, this does serve a purpose. I'd rather see somebody using something like this and throwing it out because of convenience, or they have to do it, instead of smoking. So, it is a benefit to use this over cancer sticks, obviously. So, that aside, these are Plex 3D matrix coils, as they're calling them. It's basically a Kanthal mesh coil with cotton. 60 to 80 watts is the recommended range for this. I've been vaping this one on 75 watts, 0.2 ohms is what it comes out to, and I've been using the smoked one on this device. Flavor on it. Flavor is equal to a single mesh coil. Today when you're buying, some of the super sub-ohm tanks, you can get a single, a double, a triple, in some cases a quadruple mesh coil, and as you go up, the flavor goes up, the vapor production goes up, and the juice consumption goes up too. So this is like the single coil, so you're not going to get something like you're going to get in some triple mesh super sub-ohm tank. It's not going to be that great a flavor, but it's going to be what you would normally get with a single round mesh disposable coil or reusable pre-made coil. So in terms of the actual tank itself, you know, it's durable. I think you're less likely to break this than the glass on a regular tank if you drop your mod, so that's always a plus there. It's been working fine. The slide to fill works fine. Everything about it works fine. Obviously, it's a built-in drip tip, but it's equivalent to 810 size, which you can just go by the size of the hole, and you can see that's like an 810 size drip tip. You do have the adjustable airflow. Everything about it's been great. So, you know, there is a place for this. It holds 5.5 mils of juice, as you saw in the description. And there you go. That is the Innokin Go Max multi-use disposable tanks. Thank you so much for watching. Check them out, and I'll see you next time.